Well, I come from a background of being involved in the civil rights movement and the Chicano movement, and what came about was then the environmental justice movement. And when I saw that the natural elements, which I look at as Mother Earth, as an indigenous person being impacted, and that was part of the environmental justice movement, I automatically clicked and said, that's the movement I belong in. We took on polluting industries. There were tank farms, there were storage of gasoline. And when we went to the city, they thought, well, we don't have any, that's not our department, you have to go to the state. But in essence, the city had regulatory, they had land use policy. So they were creating the zoning that allowed them to be there and expand. So one of the things we said is, let's change the zoning on that particular land. That way they can no longer expand in that area. And let's downzone it so that when they do close or move, no other facility can come into that particular area. And then we also talk with the health department. Look, these people are exposed to these type of chemicals. And then the health department went like, well, yeah, we can't have people being exposed to benzene because that's known to cause cancer, and we have children and families living there. So then the health department got involved. So when you look at all these different agencies, they do have a voice and a process that they can get involved to remedy situations like this. Is that you just have to really push them, and then you've got to look at how do you protect the health of the most vulnerable population, which we say are children and our elderly. So when the tank farm went away, the air just smelled so differently. And so when people told me, wow, what a big difference, and actually they were just so happy. They were just so happy that finally their air smelled so pure, and that they were able to share it with the people who had helped to organize to clean it up. And really, I cried with the people, because all these years they'd been smelling this really dirty air and being exposed, and now it was so pure and so clean. And it made such a difference, and it just made me feel like, you know, it made me feel great, but it also made me feel sad that all these years they had been exposed to all of this, and that it took a long time to clean it up. But I was really happy that now they were enjoying fresh air, and that their children were going to be enjoying fresh air. And to me, it's a feeling that just overwhelms you, that you just don't know. You're happy. You're so happy that it does make you cry. It brings tears to you, because now you know that you brought such a big relief to a community, but that you're also protecting their health and the future health of the next generation. And there's nothing more beautiful than that.